Hey guys, before we start off today's video, y'all make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bells. Here on this channel, we upload trailer reactions, we do movie reviews, and we update everyone in the wonderful world of movies by uploading movie news once they come out. We talk about Star Wars, DC, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, The Godfather, all kinds of movies. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you're in the right place. This is a channel for movie fans and for us movie geeks to geek out about the wonderful world of movies. So if you like movies and if you're a big cinephile like I am, then you're in the right place. Now, let's cue that intro. Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new video here on the Isaac the Film Geek channel. I'm your host Isaac, and let's get into this video already. Before we get into that, by the way, please follow me on Instagram and wait, I almost said Snapchat, but Instagram and Twitter, which will be here on the screen. Over there, I update y'all on the future of this channel. Like, let's say I upload tomorrow, y'all know ahead of time when to upload. But if you want things to be simpler, just turn on the notification bells here on this channel, just to be updated here with the movie stuff. And well, to do that, you gotta hit that subscribe button. I know you guys already did it. I'm trusting you guys. I'm putting my faith in your hands. But anyways, today's videos got kind of expired from yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, if you don't know, it will be in the top right corner. I talked about the problem with video game movies, and in that video, I'm just gonna quickly say my problem with video game movies is that they try too hard to be too accurate. Comic book movies have kind of had the opposite effectiveness. Comic book movies, for the most part, don't tend to be accurate. For the most part, what they go ahead and do is they take inspiration from those characters in the comics and they make their own stories. And to me, that is the amazing thing that the MCU and even the DCEU have done, where they're like, hey, you know what, we're not going to be a carbon copy, we're going to make our own stories, we're going to use inspiration from the comics, and then we'll make our own stories. And that is the amazing thing that I love about Marvel and DC and the movie business. They don't care what the comics did. The comics are the comics and the movies are the movies. And that is now the main topic of the video. Should there be comic accuracy in comic book films? And my answer to that, even though I'm a big comic book geek, I grew up reading comic books. I grew up reading Fantastic Four. I grew up reading Suicide Squad, Justice League, Avengers, X-Men, a lot of comic books. But my main answer is no. Don't go comic accurate. I never want to see comic accuracy. The only pass I give you for comic accuracy was that one Watchmen movie from Zack Snyder, because it kind of made sense because that story is just real good. And to make a different kind of Watchmen story, and even then he changed up a lot of things from the comics. And a lot of geeks, when they complain about comic book movies, a lot of the things I always hear is it wasn't comic book accurate. And my answer to that is, why should it be? Why do you want to see a carbon copy paste of the comics? If you do want to see a copy and paste, just go read the comic. The comic exists. And that's my main problem. Why do we need comic book movies to be comic accurate? Now, I understand, take some inspiration. Like, let's say something simple. Bruce Wayne's parents died. That's something simple. Don't take away what makes the character, the reason why we love the character. But another thing is just the whole comic accuracy thing. Why do the things from the comics have to happen in the movies? To me, it just doesn't fit, because at the end of the day, the comics are the comics and the movies are the movies. But one thing I've noticed is that lots of people complain about how Hollywood doesn't have original storytelling. I'm sorry, Hollywood does have massive original storytelling. You guys just don't go out to support those smaller films. You go out to watch those blockbuster movies. And when people say unoriginality, they tend to be the same people who want comic book accuracy. Well, the thing is, wouldn't it be unoriginal to go copy and paste on these characters? Now, like I said earlier, do take inspiration from the comics. Like if you're making a Batman movie, make sure you know that the Waynes are dead. When you're making a Spider-Man movie, let's have, him have an Aunt May who's single or something like that. Maybe even have Uncle Ben pop up. Of course, the MCU hasn't done that, but They have done the Aunt May thing, but not the Uncle Ben. But and that's my thing. Why? Like I remember a few months ago, me and my friend we were talking, and he said his biggest problem with Iron Man is that they didn't go with the comics and make him a drunkie. To me, I'm like, but wouldn't that be so unoriginal? Wouldn't it be stupid if all we did was see the same comics? And he said, well, yeah, but as a comic book fan, the one thing I like about the comics is their storytelling, and the fact that the movies changed that is dumb. And that's my problem. It's like, okay, how come we let these authors and writers do what they want, but when a movie director with the camera comes in, you guys all of a sudden step back and say, the directors are wrong. They need to go comic accurate. They can't ruin my childhood, and that is my main issue. Why do we need comic book accuracy? If a movie wants to use comic book accuracy, let them. But the main priority should be to focusing on making a good movie, not focusing on telling the comic book fans, or it should not be focused on pandering to comic book fans. Now, yes, do show a few little details. Like, for example, in Spider-Man 2, there's a shot where he throws the suit in the trash can, and that's a shot from the comics. That's a little good nod, and I do think nods like that are good. However, it should not be the main priority, because like I said in my last video game movie, the most of the people going out to watch these movies are not comic book fans or video game fans. They are the general audience. Those are the people you need to appeal to a lot. And I hate when people say they need to appease the loyal fans. Yes, appease the loyal fans, but you also got to understand you got to bring in other fans, because at the end of the day, it's a business. It's a place where you need to make money. And when I see people say, "Oh, I want it to be comic accurate," it's not comic accurate. It gets annoying. It really gets annoying. Like BVS. BVS to me is the greatest comic book film of all time, or at least the Ultimate Edition is. I love Batman, but a lot of people, instead of complaining about the character itself, they're like, "This Batman kills, and my Batman from the comics doesn't kill." And I'm thinking to myself, well, exactly, because it's not the comic books. The comics are the comics, and the movies are the movies. That is my main thing. And another thing about comic accuracy is, what really is comic accuracy? We've had so many different versions of these characters in comic books. So what really is comic book accuracy? Like, for example, when people say Batman doesn't kill, the first version of Batman did kill. So wait, according to your logic, they're doing the right thing, right? And that's the main thing. Why do movies need to be comic book accurate? And when I hear people complain, "Oh, the movie wasn't comic book accurate," that's where I kind of stop, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're very ignorant. I understand you liking the comics. I understand you not liking the movies, but in a way, when you just ask for comic book accuracy, it's like, you have the comics. Why would you just want to see a copy and paste of that? I'm glad Civil War took a different leap. I'm glad the Infinity Gauntlet storyline in the movies decided to change it up a bit. I'm glad that all these movies changed it up. X-Men Days of Future Past, to me, the X-Men Days of Future Past movie is better than the comic. And there's just so many things. And we're about to get a Flashpoint movie with Michael Keaton's Batman. So, I want to see original stories. I want to see them take inspiration from these characters, but not copy and paste, because at the end of the day, you got to make a good movie. That's the main priority. That's what I said about the video game movie stuff. Your main priority should be to make a good movie, not to pander to comic book fans, not to copy and paste comic books, not to explain the lore of the comics. Your main goal should be to make a good movie, a good story with the good characters. That's it. After that, everything will take care of itself. And winning cures everything. I mean, I don't know, it's annoying. I mean, lots of people like Tom Hardy's Venom movie, and that movie we obviously know is not comic accurate. I don't know. Some people just get very nitpicky on that. And look, if you disagree with me, y'all feel free to comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think there's something I forgot to mention? You think there's something that I need to mention? And also, people who agree with me, you comment down below your opinions. And even people who are neutral, comment down below your opinions on this situation. Because really, I'm getting tired of seeing people say it's not comic book accurate. And also, a little detail. Anytime I hear people arguing about Tobey or Tom's Spider-Man, now I'll say this. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man of all time. Tobey Maguire is one of my favorite, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time, and he is my favorite Spider-Man. However, when I see people debating about Toby and Tom, their main thing with Toby is Toby's comic book accurate, so he's better. No. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Comic book accuracy should not be a factor as to what's better or not. I mean, you know what I mean? And I don't get it. I don't get why that has to be a thing. I don't get why that's part of the debate. Even though I do prefer Toby way over Tom Holland, I still won't put the whole comic book accuracy thing as a factor. But anyways, that's just gonna be it for today's video. Make sure to follow me on both social medias. Make sure you smash the like button before you go. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bells. I finally got a better camera, so expect better HD. Anyways, y'all comment down below your thoughts. By the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, link is in the bio, so that way you don't have to go search it up. So yeah, y'all go to the link in the description down below, and just follow me on social media, and also make sure you comment down below before this video. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for being a part of today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.